The main focus of this episode will be block variation and how to achieve it without too much effort. Although I'm sure there's easier ways to do this. I just use this method I'm showing in this video because it's just the method I found, and I'm pretty sure there's better methods out there. But anyway, I'll show you how to get block variation like this, and this is a block of this variation that goes from bedrock to height limit, and it's across like 512 blocks, and I made this in MC Edit obviously, and it's randomized. It's pretty much completely randomized, and the only pattern that you can ever recognize is only repeated like every 32 blocks, only across like this way. So it's really undetectably random block variation, which is kind of hard to achieve when you especially after you built an area. But yeah, I'll show you how it's done. Alright, so here we are in MC Edit on a fresh world. I made this just a flat world with just bedrock, one layer of bedrock. That's what I do for test worlds and this kind of junk. So just click and drag all the way across to, we shouldn't make it full size, it just takes forever, for the video at least. So let's make it, you want to make it a multiple of like 32. I think 288 is one, so let's see there. And which one does that? Okay. Oop. Nope. There we are. So 288 by 288, and then we just click and drag it all the way up to height limit. And I guess we'll make just a stone variation like the one I showed at the start of the video. Might as well. Let's see. So yeah, that's there. And is it lined up to the corner here? I believe so. Oh, not quite. Definitely want to make sure I'm not doing that. Alright. So we'll just fill this with stone, I guess. Fill with stone. I'm in the development version of MC Edit, by the way. You get it in the same website as the release version, and it has a few more features that I like to use. So anyway, so we got a 288 by 288 by 256 block of stone right now. So let's find the center. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm holding shift, so I'm moving a chunk at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. And at this point you just do one shift move and then one non-shift move the other direction. So like that, and we have a centered selection. And with the brush you want to, when you're using a square brush, make sure you're using a square brush, by the way, not a round one. So let's see, we got 288 by 288, and for the height we just want to double 256, so that's 512. 512. So just to make sure we get it all. So for this variation method I'm using, we rely on the chance feature on this thing. And the thing that sucks about the chance thing is that it doesn't give you a chance, like for the whole brush thing, it only gives you the random chance on the edge of the brush. Like I can show you now, like with granite or something. You want to do it on the southeastern side of the selection, by the way, if you have an even number selection. So, and that looks about right. Alright, so we have a 21% chance that granite will be at the edge of the brush, all along the brush. So, did that, and we head all the way over here, and we can see a random variation of granite along the whole side. Unfortunately, if you pop open a hole in it, the granite is, it replaces all the middle stone, and I hate that. I'm not sure if there's anything you can do to not have that happen. But anyway, this happens on the edge, and what we do with this is we select each side of it. Each side, we select it, copy it. It's a really big block, isn't it? Copy that side, and then we copy the other side. So we have two random variations of a 1 by 288 by 256 piece of this thing. So there we go. Copy, and then we get to the other two sides as well. And once we have all four of these copied, we can repeat the process, do another block of 21% chance gravel on the edges, and get four more copies of the 1 by 288 by 256 bits. And after we do that, we can start piecing them together to make a full block of random variation, or semi-random. It's basically random with a pattern that is only recognizable every 32 blocks, so it's pretty much random. Just for simplicity and to keep this video short, I'm not going to repeat the block creation again. It just takes forever. But delete blocks, fill there. Yeah. Okay. And at this point, we take this and we line it up with the area we have selected. I'm surprised Fraps is holding up well enough in MC Edit. It's a very computer heavy operation. Anyway, so there we go. Import that. Then we do the same with the next selection. And these are all just randomized slices of the block variation. Rotate. Yeah. And you can customize, you can make more variation, like add different blocks with different chances and whatnot to make it even more varied. So we have a random variation of 4 by 288 by 2 type 256 and something, and if we add the other 4 slices here from another go at it, we could make this a bit more complicated. But with this, we can also just well, you could just randomly select these from these 4 and just keep placing them down, but eventually you'll want to clone it. But first I want to clone it at least once more with just this variation. I don't know, like flip. Flip is a good method to make it randomized. It basically takes the top and flips it down to the bottom, so it makes it upside down, and it really randomly varies it. Oh boy, there goes my FPS. Poor Fraps, it crashed. Hopefully it doesn't happen too often though. So anyway, you would normally do this with like an 8 by 8. I mean, just like a 8 wide one, because of you should do it twice. But with this, then you can do clone again, and this time you want to repeat it and not just flip it. Well, not flip it, because that doesn't work with the clone stuff. But you repeat it as many times as it takes to reach the edge of your selection, or the the original length of the thing. I think that's too long. Yeah, I think it went there. Alright, and this sometimes takes a while because cloning so much. But at the end, you should have a really random block variation, which for some reason people like to see in like the backgrounds of areas. Oh, it's going. This is the method I use, at least. So you can see it looks pretty random, especially like going like this way or something. Yeah, one way is not going to be so random because it's like you can see that this gap is continued all the way along this, but it's random this way. So if you want it to be really, really unnoticeably random, you could try it with like 16 different slices. The randomness just depends on how many slices you use. But if we cut into this with like a medium-sized brush, round, filled with air, and I don't know, like get this brush near me. Oh, so far away, poor scroll wheel. Alright, so we like cut into this, and yeah, we can make a cave out of this, and it would be already block variationed, and the pattern that you see like on a flat surface in the block variation is not nearly as noticeable when you cut into it, because with the brush, like a round brush. It's not a square like surface that you're looking at the patterns. So yeah, it really looks really random, and apparently that's what sells in CTM maps. Anyway, so yeah, I thought I'd just show this method that I've been using. I mean, this is just a simplified version of it, but anyway, let's move on to the more fun topics of this video. Alright, so here we are in my snappy tech world is what I call it, because it's a snapshot test world, kind of. Alright, so anyway, here we have a witch with some particle effects. I thought it looked really cool. This would make for a really awesome boss mob, and as he moves you can see the particles kind of lag behind him. I think that's pretty cool too. So yeah, it's just epic, don't you think? And this is done obviously with the particle commands, slash particle. There's a portal effect on this one, and then an enchantment table effect on this one. Just only on witches. So any witches in the area would be affected by this. So you try to like avoid natural spawns if you were aiming at making a boss with this kind of particle effect. Or you can just make him like a custom named mob, and then it'll only like go for a custom named mob if you tell it to. But this witch is a different witch. It has 1,000 HP and 1,000 max HP. And what I was wondering at one point is, do witches fight back if you keep wailing on them? Like, if I was going to have a high max HP witch boss, would it actually fight back, or would it keep just sipping health potions like a crazy alcoholic drinking problem and whatnot? So what I did was test it in survival mode. Game mode. So I don't have any armor on, but it shouldn't matter that much. So yeah, we go in here, we keep smacking him, and let's stand still. He's got knockback resistance so that he'll not miss too often. And yeah, I'm just wailing on him. And he is drinking his potions most of the time, but as you can see there, he tossed a potion, a very half-assed potion, that kind of just flew over my head. But bam, yeah, you see, he does hit you. He does eventually throw potions at you, but not nearly as often as he would if you weren't wailing on him. And even if you're not attacking him, he'll still want to sip his HP potions. So he'll, just keep eating or drinking. And he'll eventually toss like a harming potion at me and finish me off. But yeah, the drinking of the potions, for him at least, it just slows down his attacks, so yeah. Oh, am I dead? Yeah. So yeah, that's witches do fight back, but it's not nearly as painful if you're smacking them. So, game mode 1. And because that witch has so much HP, he's just going to keep sipping his health potions until he's at full HP again, which is going to take a ridiculously long time, which is why I had these potions of healing on me, so I could just splash him to make him full HP real quick. So yeah, that's that concept. Doesn't really make a very good boss mob because of this sipping constantly, and he doesn't attack very often. So you would have to give him other mechanics via command blocks or something. Like maybe spawn a few skeletons near him or something. Maybe like have a blaze on top of him. But anyway, this was another thing I was testing out, just how water droplets would look. Like there would be a stalactite up there and a stalagmite down there, and they would like just drop between them. Looks kind of cool. It was weird though, when I was in another world, the water would just stay like that. It would stay like it would stay as a block instead of disappearing like that. It was kind of weird. But yeah, this is just a summon command, simple summon command for a falling sand entity. Custom position data. So it's no biggie. It just kind of looks cool if you put it to a clock and it just drips down constantly. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to show you this video. Not really that much. What is that glowstone? Oh yeah, I had to light that up because apparently natural spawns can spawn on top of barrier blocks, which was really weird to me. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if they were spawning there, but I was pretty sure they were spawning on top of the barrier blocks. And I thought that wouldn't be possible, because it's a clear block, right? And they can't spawn on glass. So, that's interesting. Anyway, I guess that's all for this Test World episode, and make another one next Saturday, I assume. So yeah, see you next time.